So this is our third and final race of this evening from the Silvia S15 one make series. We are at Alsace and we have got Grasshopper is on pole, Alba's second place, we've got Thomas in third, look at my PP fourth, Dyson fifth, Paul sixth, James seventh, Moulton eighth, Kev is ninth, Dan Bailey 10th and Jerry Smiles 11th. So looking like this one isn't actually a reverse grid, but without further ado, let's get into it. Wasn't started. They're off. Alba looking for that move down the inside again for turn one. Thomas has moved to the inside as well. I don't think it's going to be close enough. Grasshopper actually covering it off that time, so he's still currently in the lead. Alba is second place. Thomas is third. Wadru is fourth. Dyson fifth. James Stevens sixth. Paul is seventh. Moulton eighth. It's like Alba looking for the move down the inside into this turn three. I believe it is. Managing to get it done, but Thomas is there as well. Thomas is going to try and make it through as well. He's currently in second. Grasshopper's dropped to third. Wadru's there in fourth. And Thomas has managed to make it through, but they're nearly three abreast again. Grasshopper's there in third. I think he's going to lose that place to Wadru though. I think he might be on the mediums. I'm not sure. We'll have to have a look in a minute. He's lost that place to Wadru, so Grasshopper dropping to fourth place. So we've got some other moves being made in the background there as well. I think Dyson's managed to make a move on Paul. And Moulton's there as well. We'll have a quick run down through the field. So we've got Alba as we come up to the start-finish line for this first time. Start of lap 2. Oh no, that isn't even it, is it? I keep thinking that is the start-finish line. Anyway, we're coming up to the last sector of this track. The start-finish line is after this hilly section. We ascend the hill and then we descend the hill into the sweeping S. So yeah, as we come up to the start-finish line and the start of lap 2, we have currently got Alba in first place. We've got Thomas second place. Look at my PP's third. Grasshopper is fourth. Dyson is fifth. Grasshopper going for a move and making it up to third place there as well. So Grasshopper's gone to third. We got Thomas fourth. Dyson fifth. James Stevens sixth. Paul seventh. Moulton is 8th, Joe Smiles 9th, Dan Bailey 10th, Kev 11th. So Alba is still currently our race leader. I'm sure he's going to be trying his hardest to win this one. He's been, he was close to winning the first two, but in the end he lost it to Wadru both times. So Wadru winning the first 2 races. Alba trying to create a bit of a lead now. He has got a nice little bit of breathing space there. Back to Wadru, as it looks like Dyson has managed to get past Grasshopper as well. There's a little battle actually going on between Dyson and Grasshopper, so 4th and 5th place. Dyson all over the back of his bumper there. Grasshopper got the inside for this one though. Dyson's going to have to follow behind him. We've also got James Stephen, Paul and Moulton also really close as well. Moulton actually looking for the move on James Stephen there. Paul looking for the move on James Stephen. Moulton looking for the move on Paul. Moulton isn't quite close enough. Paul had to kind of back out of that move. I don't think they wanted the safety car. We've got Jerry's down there in 9th, he's not far behind Moulton as well, so I'm sure he's going to be trying to challenge him for places. Dan Bailey still 10th. Kev is 11th. And this race, I believe, is a 15-minute race with 2 times tyre wear, 2 times fuel consumption. So twice as much as the first 2 races. Alba opting for that medium compound of rubber. He's doing well on it so far. Started to create a bit of a gap now to Wadru. It's not too much though. I don't think Wadru's going to let him get away too much. He's currently got a fastest lap of a 2:7:57, and he is currently on a fastest sector as well. Wadru, second place, not being challenged by Thomas anymore. Thomas had kind of dropped a little bit off the back of him, but he's also not close enough to be looking for any moves on Alba. I think neither of these two really wanted to use too much of their tyres at this stage of the race. Just trying to stay nice and calm and smooth. That's one of the corners that does like to eat the tyres. Thomas is in third. Slightly dropped off the back of Wadru, but he's not too far behind to be able to, I think he'll catch up towards the end of the race, or as we approach the halfway mark. We've actually got Grasshoppers managed to get past Dyson. So I'm not sure if Dyson had a little bit of an error slightly. He seems to have dropped off the back of the Grasshopper there as well, so Grasshopper also opting for the mediums in this race. Dyson's also currently on mediums. I think perhaps most of the guys are actually opting for the mediums, being the higher tyre wear. So some of them not actually having to run them in the second race, but maybe preferring the medium compound to the soft. Especially around here, perhaps they last, well, they do definitely last a lot longer than the softs, as we saw in the last race. A couple of our drivers nearly using the absolute maximum that you can use of them tyres. Moulton's now started to catch up to the back of Dyson. Dyson's a little way off the back of Grasshopper. Moulton's definitely going to be enjoying that suck off of Dyson's car. He says he likes a good suck, does Moulton. Paul having to defend against Jerry. He's having to cover off that inside. It's cost him a little bit there. He's gone a little bit deep. Oh, he's tagged his rear wheels on the grass. Nearly sent him around. He's managed to keep it collected though. It's a nice recovery, Paul, but James Stevens just there, just behind him. He's going to have to put his foot down, otherwise he's going to be getting challenged by James as well. Jerry's moved up to 7th. That car of Paul's looking a little bit unstable, but it's definitely not his driving. It is, in fact, the lobby stability. He looked a lot smoother then. They seem to settle down towards the end of the race, to be fair. Just seems to be sort of in the early stages of the races that they seem to be quite unstable, and you do get cars bouncing and pinging a little bit. James Stephen trying to catch up to Paul now. He's not too far behind him as well, and Jerry's just up the road ahead as well. Kev is 10th. So I think we definitely have lost someone. I think somebody's had a disconnect. I'm not sure who it is at this point, unless it might have been Dan Bailey, unless he couldn't make this third and final race. Yellow flag up ahead. it's gone again. On board with Alba. Alba's still being chased down by Wadru. Wadru's managing to chip away at that gap now. I think Alba's going to be sweating a little bit. As you see Wadru, he's starting to close right up. Can't see Thomas behind Wadru at the moment. Oh, you just saw his headlights then. So Thomas, a couple of seconds down the road. Behind Wadru. He's in third place. We've got Grasshopper's fourth, Dyson fifth. As Wadru just sets the fastest lap of a 2-minute 6.96. So I'd say Dyson fifth, Joe Smiles sixth, Paul seventh, James Stephen eighth. So Mawson's dropped down a bit. I think Mawson was behind Dyson, and perhaps that was what that yellow flag was for. Wadru's still not quite close enough to go for a move on Alba, but he is closing that gap. Thomas got a little bit of work to do now in third place. He's not having to defend against Grasshopper currently. Grasshopper fourth. He's trying to chase down Thomas in third. He's starting to close that gap a bit. Got about 2-3 minutes left of this race. Dyson fifth. Dyson with a little bit of work to do to get onto the back of Grasshopper. Joe Smiles sixth. Pulled all over the back of his bumper now. Paul sizing up a move, but not quite close enough to take the advantage. He's right there though, he's all over the back of Jerry. Don't know if he's going to be able to make the most of this slip coming into turn one. It's going to be hard on the brakes, not quite close enough. Jerry's still currently sixth. Paul's also having to go defensive against James. Paul actually opted for the softs in this race. I think everyone else pretty much on the mediums. I think, look at my PP, he's actually managed to get past Alba now. So he's taken up first place. We'll go on board with the race leaders in just a second. Paul's still currently seventh. James Stevens behind him in eighth. Mawson a little way down the road now in ninth. He definitely must have had a bit of a moment. Kev's in 10th. So look at my PP, he's managed to take up the race lead. We must have missed it, but he's managed to get that move done on Alba. Alba's still following him closely in second. Trying for a move there, but didn't pull it off that time. Obviously he's looking for a move down the outside, momentarily takes up first place. Wadru's got the inside for this turn though, so he's managed to retake first. Alba's got the inside air. Wadru just getting the better run out of that corner. I think it's going to be the final time they come around turn one. Hopefully everyone else will get to finish their final lap. These two still battling up front. Alba looking for that move around the outside. He's going to try and take the outside and then take the inside for this next turn. Wadru's aware and slightly covers it off. Grasshopper's now managed to get past Thomas as well. So battle forming between Grasshopper and Thomas, third and fourth. So it turns out this isn't actually a 15-minute race. It looks like this is a 20-minute race as well. So maybe it was the first one, race one, that was 15. Unless they're all in fact 20-minute races now. Grasshopper's third, still being chased down by Thomas, fourth. He's managed to pass Thomas, but Thomas is still with him. Grasshopper using slightly less of that medium compound. Dyson a little way off the back of him now. He's not being challenged by anyone though, so just be looking for that optimum line. Jerry sixth. Darkness is starting to really fall around this track now. Paul seventh. He's used up quite a bit of them soft rubber. I wonder if he's going to be able to manage to take him to the end. It looks like James Stephen dipping into the pits there. I'm not sure if that's for a tyre change or... Mawson's managed to take up 8th position. He's not too far behind Paul. He's got a little bit of time left to try and make up some more places, but... yeah, James Stephen's come back out on another set of mediums. He's got Kev not far behind him now. Oh, does it sound like James Stephen on a massive slide up ahead? I think Kev's going to be all over the back of him now. Oh, Kev actually has a massive moment himself. Managed to keep it going though. So Wadru now cementing his lead. I think he's going to make it 3 out of 3. This is going to affect the championship standings. I think Wadru might have just overtaken Alba. So I think we're going to be looking at, after this round 4, we're going to be looking at Wadru in first place in the championship. I think Alba's going to be second. Grasshopper possibly still third. So yeah, I think that's going to be a top 3. All trying to fight it out for the S15 Silvia one-make title. So yeah, Alba's kind of dropped off the back of Wadru now. As we come up to the closing stage of this stages of this race. Oh, Thomas has managed to get past Grasshopper. He's managed to retake that 3rd position. I think it's the closest battle at the moment between 3rd and 4th. Grasshopper managing to get back past again. Thomas is sat behind him. Pulled alongside again. He's going to have the inside for this turn. Who's going to have the better run? Grasshopper looking like he managed to get the better exit. He's going to have the inside for this one. battle for third place really hotting up now. So I think this is going to be the final lap of this race. I'll have to go back on with our race leader. Yeah, this is the final lap. So, winner of all 3 rounds, all 3 races in this round, and round 4 of the URL S15 series. Look at my PP. Alba's in second. Grasshopper is going to manage to keep third. Looking like Thomas has got the run on him, but I don't think he's going to be close to Grasshopper third. Thomas fourth. Great little battle at the end there between them two. Dyson's finished in 5th. Jerry Smiles 6th. Paul and Mawson. Is Mawson going to be close enough? He might be close enough to go for the move. Look at Paul's tyres. Paul's tyres are shot. Nah, Paul's going to keep it. Paul 7th, Mawson 8th. It was a great run there at the end though from Mawson. I thought he was going to clinch it. James Stephen 9th. Kev's going to bring it home in 10th. Well, that was another exciting round from the Ultimate Racing League S15 series on a Tuesday night. I've been your boy Vexed, and we'll see you again.